Welcome to today's show. We got the 2008 Missouri State Championship for the Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Tournament out on Truman Lake out of Clinton, Missouri.
This is my second time back to Bucksaw, so I know what kind of time we can have down here, know how the fishing is. Cody's been several lakes here in Missouri, but this is his first time here at Truman and Bucksaw. We're excited to be here, but guys, you know, we can sit around and talk all day, but the fish is out there waiting on us. Let's get on the water.
Let's hit it.
There we go.
As I mentioned earlier, the crappie fishing was a little slow this morning. That's just kind of some of the conditions that's been going on in the lake. Hopefully it'll pick up before the tournament kicks off, but
He's fighting pretty good.
out here at Bucksaw, they have a lot of varieties.
Yeah, we'll take them.
So we decided to come out here, try to
You
catch
hung
some
up on
sand
my
bass for
head?
y'all and for ourselves as well.
Oh. You still hung up? Nope. We'll take them white, striped, hybrid, black, it don't matter.
What's that?
We're not partial, we just like a bite.
That's right. This is what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna just spoon design that's got another little willow blade by the treble hook. Just give a lot of flash, something that's gonna be real erratic in the water.
Fish on!
All right, well welcome to today's show. We out here on Truman Lake for the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Missouri State Championship. And right now we decided to get out and catch a little bit of these guys, some white bass, back from Oklahoma. We call them sandies or sand bass. And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but hey, he'll start the day off right. We'll put him back, but we got a great show for you. Like I said, we got the Missouri State Championship, the first leg and the second leg right here on Truman Lake.
There he is.
Missouri.
Fish on, little black bass. Well, these black bass are liking my rattle trap.
See if we can't catch some sand bass as well as crappie, and then see who the Missouri State champions are.
Hey, Cody,
What's up?
you got a crappie shirt on catching white bass.
Hey, it's a fish, man. It's a fish. I'll do it. I'll take it.
There's another one.
Fish on.
This left-handed reeling business, I ain't real sure about it.
It's good practice though, man.
What do y'all say about them fish down here, Brian? They got some shoulders on them. Got some shoulders on them.
Not bad.
Oh yeah.
Not bad. Fish on. Gotcha. Straight out. Well, good little sandy. We're out here at Truman Lake catching sand bass. That's what we came out here for. Right now we're catching some good sand bass. Hopefully we pull in some more.
Oh, two on. Monster, monster.
Fish on?
Alert, alert.
All right. In the boat.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
There we go.
Three on.
It's a good one.
That counts as a
Getting
triple.
back into 'em
We both
again.
had
Hopefully
fish in
I
our
can pick
hand.
one up.
Fish on back here. Man, you didn't stay rolling on the triple. We had three fish.
We had big fish.
Look at him.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that little sand bass fishing segment. I know we did. It's always great to be able to get on a lake like Truman and do some crappie fishing in the morning, do some sand bass fishing in the evening, just kind of change it up a little bit. Right now we're going to head back in, but when we head out on the water in the morning, we're going to do a little bit more crappie fishing and bring you the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Missouri State Championship along with the championship team. So stick around. It's going to be a tough day, but I think they're going to be able to pull it out, and it's going to be definitely interesting. Stick around. Well, hey everybody, welcome to today's show. We've got just another awesome show lined up for you. Joining me right now in my boat is Mr. Marvin and Mr. Jim, owner of Bucksaw Resort and Marina. And in my co-horse boat, Mr. Cody Easom is Paul Alpers, president of Crappie Masters. Mr. Brad Coates, he's taking us around and trying to get us lined up on some of these crappie. And the way we're fishing today is we just got some jigs and we're either just using a jig head and tipping it with minnow, or I've got actually a tube jig from Rocky Top, and I've got it tipped with a minnow, and we're just hitting all these trees, these hedgerows, I guess is what they call them down here, hedgerows, and then there's some fish on.
Whoo! Oh, bad.
Cody,
like,
we're crappie fishing.
Not hitting like a crappie.
Crappie fishing, cedars. But we're going to go through today's show, and not only are we going to bring you the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Missouri State Championship, the first and second leg, right here from Truman Lake in Clinton, Missouri, but we're also going to bring you some tips and techniques.
Fish on.
Oh yeah, there's a Truman Lake crappie.
Nice fish.
There we go.
I'll throw that bass back. We can look at that crappie.
Come on in here to daddy.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're looking
Nice
for.
fish, Mr. Paul.
Yes, sir.
How deep you go on that one?
About 15 foot. And he eat it.
26 foot of water, 15 foot down.
Folks, there you go. Truman Lake crappie. Very nice crappie. Rocky Top jig. Pumpkin seed and chartreuse. I've been using that jig for the last month up here and haven't never had to change colors. Nice solid body jig. Great crappie. About 15 foot down these hedges. Brad, looks like you got us on there.
I hope it stays that way.
Hopefully we'll catch a few more like that. And I know they'd like to have one like that in tournament time. Let's let him go back and we'll catch him another day.
Well, you know, I got to thinking too. You know, Brad, you mentioned, you know, a certain tree in here that there's a fish on.
There we
You
go.
know, you mentioned a tree that might have a bite on it. These guys,
Mr. Marvin's doing it. Well,
get
that's
these up
the,
next to.
first in for our boat, but while we kind of mess around here a little bit, let's head into the first leg of the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Missouri State Championship and see how these guys are faring out on the water today out here at Truman Lake.
We might be catching them at a pretty good time, Paul. 2 fish right as we're pulling up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cody. First day of the Missouri State Championship here on Truman Lake, and I already seen them catch 2 here from a distance. Looks like they're fishing an old lay down there.
Mm-hmm.
Got the team, B&M Pro Staff team of Jim Barbariti here from Southern Missouri. Oh,
Hey, look at her.
Told her it was on that log.
Uh-oh.
Did you get that on film? Yeah. Now you can turn the camera off and you hear us yell.
Well, Cody, here we are. First leg, first day of the Missouri State Championship, and we've already seen several fish caught by Jim Barbariti, the Bass Pro Shop team. And folks, we got about 82 degrees surface temperature here. Looks like the fog's burning off. Cloud cover. It's going to be a sunny, what'd they say, 96 today, Cody?
96 and 100s. Either way, it's going to be warm.
98 tomorrow, but it looks like the bite has picked up. You know, they've quit running water here to speak of. I think somebody said the other day they was just running just a trickle. And so that could entice these fish, as we all know, and Brad knows here in Buckshaw, when the lake stabilizes, gets hot. And we always said at Truman Lake, the hotter it gets, the better it gets. So, folks, just stay tuned. Cody, we're going to go up and see if we can find a few more teams catching some big slabs. And I'm kind of excited now about this weigh-in.
I'm telling you, the way this first boat's gone, I think we'll probably get some more fish on video today without much problem.
But you can also see how you can lose one just pretty fast.
We've seen that, the agony of defeat.
I feel bad. I'm not even fishing the tournament. But it does happen.
Well, let's go see if we can find some more of these boats, and hopefully they'll be on some big fish too.
Look, Cody.
We just approached our next anglers, and who do we have here, Paul?
That's Jackie Albin and Marty Snyder. And Jackie and Marty are probably one of the top favorites to maybe be the winner of this Missouri State Championship.
Now, are they local to this lake?
Yeah, they've been here fishing all their life. So they placed pretty high in the one pole tournament that we had here. But after the second day, they figured them out. But looks like to me they've got some nice native sons they're going to fish here.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we just approached Larry and Daryl Hammond, 2 brothers out fishing. Said it was pretty slow. How are y'all fishing?
We got 7 in the boat, just no big one.
We got 7, no big ones, so they're trying to cull out some fish and pick up some of those slabs.
There's one
There's a fish.
Oh. Well, Team Hammond has a limited fish, but they're trying to pick up some of the bigger slabs so they can cull some out. But let's head into some footage of us fishing earlier, and we'll show you some tips and techniques, and then we'll head back out on the water here on Truman Lake and meet up with some other teams and see how they're doing.
Good thing to keep in mind when you're out here crappie fishing, obviously we're fishing cover. And as it goes on through the day and starts warming up, these fish are gonna, 9 times out of 10 probably stick to the shady side of a tree, using the shade as for one more cover, but obviously it's gonna be the cooler side of the tree and whatnot. And so as the day goes on, things warm up, find where that sun's hitting, get on the back side of that tree, and there's a fish. Try to pull some fish off that little more covered side.
Fish. Yeah.
There we go.
I called that tree, didn't I, boys?
Called it.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Get the monkey off my back. Oh. Not too bad. That's what we came out here for. All right. Let's see if we can't get a few more like that one.
Drop that in the water. Take long. There you go.
Fish on. There we go. Mr. Jim. Woo! That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's a Truman Lake crappie, huh? Nah, you can put him back. There's another one down in there with my name on it, I think. Now, why you caught the bigger one, I don't know, but
Still got him on, yes sir. There he is.
He ain't quite as big as that other one, but he's not a bad look.
Oh!
Oh, look out! That's what you call quick release.
And he was too. He got hung up. Another one. There's a better fish. I'm getting out of the way on this one. I ain't gonna upset him on that fish. That's a good fish.
That's what you call line bite, folks.
That's a better fish.
There he is.
Not bad. Truman Lake.
And as Bill Dance would say, have a good day.
Have a good day.
there we go.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, double with the old panfish, the old bluegill. Now,
Black crappie there.
yeah, look at that one. That's a tournament winner right there.
There's a fish.
There's a fish. That's
Good
a
fish.
Too. Bring him in. That's a nice crappie.
A little bit. Let's head into the first leg of the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Missouri State Championship and see how these guys are faring out on the water today out here at Truman Lake.
Okay, this here's Richard Bolin and his partner Gary Lee. He stays on these fish pretty regular out here on Truman.
That's right. He's also won a few tournaments out here, and definitely one of the teams that can get into the money and possibly even win. So
There's a
fish
fish.
on. Like I said, Gary has a black and chartreuse, and he's tipping with minnow, and that's a nice fish. Now they have their limits, so I don't know if that's one that they'll cull or not.
Nope.
They must have some good fish in the box.
Oh, there's a good fish. Oh, my.
There we go.
There's a fish.
The guys on the water, they're doing all right, but you know, with the changes in the lake and kind of how the weather's been acting, it's been the fish have been a little lethargic. But you know, those guys, they've seen a lot of different lakes, they've seen a lot of different variables when they're out in the tournament circuit, so they can pull some big fish in. So let's head in the weigh-in and see how they pull out for the first leg of the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Missouri State Championship.
Whoa, Jacob, what you got in there, brother?
Oh,
Let's get up here and take a look at this.
Jake's been
Take a
working.
look at this.
Look out now. Look out now. Oh! Oh!
970.
970.
Wow!
We're here with the second place finishers of the first day, Team Burnworth. This is an adult youth father-son team, and we've seen these guys on several of the tournaments that Cody and I have been at, and these guys are always a couple that we look forward to seeing what they're going to bring in. Guys, y'all had a great day today. What was the weight that y'all brought in today?
977. We're going to meet up with the first place team and see what they have to say, and then we're going to head into the second leg of the state championship. Stick around.
Look out. 974 over lead changes again.
Well, what an exciting day out on the water for the first leg of the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Missouri State Championship. And you know, Cody and I went out and we were, when we were fishing, kind of pre-fishing before the tournament, kind of to find out the conditions on our own. We were fishing about, I'd say 10 to 12 feet. And pulling in some fairly nice fish, using some jigs, tipped with minnows. Were y'all pretty much fishing that same style, or did y'all have a few tricks up your sleeve?
We had a few tricks up our
Okay.
sleeve. On Truman Lake, a lot of times in the summertime, people don't realize these fish, the hotter it gets, the shallower these fish get. Some of the bigger fish we caught probably was in 2.5 to 3.5 foot of water.
Well, the talk has been the Osage River was going to be a hot spot for this tournament, and I understand y'all were fishing the Osage. Of course, it's pretty long and winding lake, so there's a lot of water in the Osage part of the river. But do y'all think y'all will be fishing the same area, fishing the same fish, or y'all gonna move on to some different areas tomorrow?
Well, we had a couple of spots that we had located that we didn't fish today that we caught real good fish on. We're going to go back and fish pretty much what we fished yesterday or today. And then if we don't do any good, we'll hit these other spots.
Well, hey, definitely congratulations to you all. This is Team Beatty, the grip and check guys.
Yep, I appreciate it.
Definitely, we're going to try to catch up with them tomorrow while they're out on the water and see if they can't hold on to this lead. But let's get out the heat for now, kind of wind down for this evening. But y'all stick around because we're going to be bringing you the second leg of the Missouri State Championship.
Fish on. Little bass, yeah.
All right.
That's a good looking fish.
Yep.
That's a catfish there. There's a fish. Bluegill.
All right, well, now we're approaching the second place team. It's an adult youth team, Tony and Jacob Burnworth, and they're in second by only 0.04 pounds. That's how far down they are. So definitely in contention for the lead, but we're gonna watch them fish a little bit, and then we're gonna ask what kind of techniques they're using as well. But I mean, they said they're sitting with a good, about 8 pounds of fish, and when you have 9.7 and add another 8 on there, plus you could pull a big kicker fish, I mean, they're sitting in a good spot. They're definitely in the money for sure. But whether they can pull off that lead, hopefully they can. Hopefully while we're here, they can pull in a big old speck and kind of seal the deal.
Well, Jacob, do you and your dad pretty much fish the same style, or do you have a little something that you do differently that works for you that he does? He's got his own thing that works for him, or how's that work?
We both do pretty much the same.
There's a fish.
There he is.
There we go.
There's another good fish coming in the boat.
It's a pretty fish. Well, let's go see if we can find some more of these boats, and hopefully they'll be on some big fish too.
Fish on.
A fish.
There we go.
There you go. That's the kind of fish these guys are out here looking for. Nice.
I'm a net man today. Yeah. I think it's a prop on the boat, so it's hard to find.
Nice fish.
Cody, that's
Well,
why these guys are currently in first place.
That's right. We just met up with the grip and check guys, and they kind of had a little problem earlier. They spun one of their props, and fortunately, the boat we're in, Mr. Brad Coates, had an extra prop, and we were able to get them fixed up, and they headed out, and they picked up a few good fish in the area that they're fishing in right now, and pretty much doing the same thing that they were doing yesterday. What type of jigs are y'all using? Rocky top. Doing Rocky top jigs and fishing what, about 8 feet?
Yeah, this is anywhere from 9, 8, 9 to probably 3 and 4 foot.
Okay. So still picking up some of those more shallow fish, but they're doing pretty good. How much weight do y'all think y'all are carrying right now?
Probably 8.5, I'd say, maybe
Yeah, around 8.
8.5?
getting 8 3/4.
Still looking for that big.
Yep. You pull in another 1.9, and I think y'all be sitting pretty good. So let's head in the weigh-in and see how they pull out the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Missouri State Championship.
Here they come from Clinton and Catskill, Richard Bowling and Gary Lee.
They need 957.
They need 957. They need
957. Move along. They
957.
gotta have 957.
Let's hear it for them. 957. Do they have it today? They need 957 to set the hot seat.
You got them, Richard? You got 957?
957.
They got a load in there. He says it's gonna be close. Let's see. Uh-oh, look out.
Hey!
Oh! 957! Illegal! Give him a hand. Let's hear it for him.
All right. They're going to need 895.
He could do it.
Let's see if they do it.
It's gonna be close.
895. What we're looking for. Is it going to make it?
Uh-oh.
895.
Oh!
895. 885. You're champion. They're going to get a check for $2,500 for these beautiful trophies. They had 18.59 pounds. Team of Kendall and Ken Bailey and Joe and Mike Meyer.
Let's go, guys.
18.59. 18.68 pounds. They get a check for, check this out, are you ready? $6,000.
Here we go.
Richard Bowling and Gary Lee, your 2008 Crappie Masters Missouri State Champions.
Well, here they are, folks, the 2008 Missouri State Champions of the Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Tournament here on Truman Lake in Missouri. Guys, congratulations. Mr. Gary Lee and Richard Bowling. Guys, y'all wore these fish out. Tell us if there was one thing that you could tell the folks watching. We've heard tip after tip this weekend, and everybody's asked y'all the same question, but if there's one thing that made the difference, what would you tell folks at home watching that they could come up here on Truman and catch some big crappie?
The one thing that I would tell everybody is look for something a little bit different. Look for an isolated tree, a tree that sits off to itself. Make sure it's got stuck on the grand arm, got 10 foot of water on it, and fish it. You know, these fish up here don't get too shallow. The key to us winning today was coming in, we pulled on a spot that we knew nobody had fished. It was along the river channel, and fished the outside trees where there hadn't been a boat, and we loaded the boat pretty quick.
Once again, we'd like to congratulate the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters State Champions. We'd also like to thank Bucksaw Resort and Marina for hosting such a great event. We'd like to thank, of course, Bass Pro Shop, Tracker Marine, Mercury Motors, and of course Toyota Tundra, the official truck of the 2008 Bass Pro Shop Crappie Masters Tournament Trail. And until next time, remember, stay outdoors.